This is Eric, just Eric. I'm at the anchorage, just here around Alamrada. Bunch of sailboats, yachts and stuff. Good spot to be when a bunch of boats are around because you know water's gonna be pretty flat most of the time. We don't have much, it's barely a foot. And it looks great tonight. And I'm not that far from the arena and hot chicks everywhere, so. All right, let's lay an anchor. You've got your anchor. You've got your chain. Your chain keeps your anchor pulling horizontal, which points it into the sand. This is a plow style anchor. This is what you want in the Caribbean and in most ocean areas that are sandy and rocky. So we've got this guy here. We're drifting a little bit, but not much. We're staying pretty stable. So I've got a minute. I'm gonna get this hooked up to the new anchor rope real quick and get ready to drop it. Well, we can drop it. We'll go over this. I'll change the rope tomorrow. I'm lazy. I want to get high. Love Florida. All right. So you get your anchor here. If you notice, it doesn't matter which way it goes through. The points are going to be down. The plow is going to be down. I like a solid bar. They make rip joint bars too. Your chain holds the bar down because of the weight. So, take our anchor, chain, and such to drop into the water. Just forgive me for slanging you around here. Try to get this rope figured out real quick before we drift into a spot that's not as good, but I think we're staying pretty stationary here. The water's very flat. Right, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's get this through here. It's always good to keep your stuff going the way it's supposed to, which is from the backside out and around the pulpit. This is the pulpit. That's the pulpit. You want to be out and around it and not going through it. Go out and around with your anchor, not through it like I did, and make a mess for yourself. All right. So we got the anchor now. There we go. Now, we're getting somewhere. So, all right, I got a stack of rope here, and I'm putting it down in my stack below the hatch. Down in there, I'm stacking my rope. That's my new location for my anchor rope. Then my whole deck will be clear, and I can move around a lot better. It'll be a lot easier to operate the jib, especially when we're really moving and we got winds and all kinds of stuff going on. All right, now we're working. So you got your plow, you got your chain for the weight going to your rope. I'm changing mine. I'm going up in size. This is only a 5/16 chain. I'm going to a 1/2 inch. I'm getting 20 feet of it. This is a 10-pound plow. I'm going to a 20-pound plow. All right, so the best thing to do is ease your anchor overboard if you're Ease it overboard if you're doing it by hand to lay your anchor. All right, let it rip. And that hit bottom. So now we want to drift back. I see that sailboat there. I want to fall in behind him, almost straight behind him, because that's the direction the wind is coming from. It's also the way the current is pushing. And I'm already getting some pull on the rope. That's good. So we are moving. And I know that bottom, I can see it with my polarized lenses. 8 or 10 feet, and it looks sandy. So we should get a good anchor set. The anchor's gonna lay down flat like this. The plow's gonna drop. The rope's going that direction. When we pull tight on the rope, it's pulling it. The chain holding it downward. Those plow points are gonna stick down into the sand, and you're not gonna be able to pull it. Okay, if you look over here, you can just catch my line in the water. It's going that direction. We're flowing from your top right of your screen toward the bottom left. That's the current is pushing me that way, and the wind. So we're laying our anchor line. I can look out there and it looks like I see a blank spot. That could be the chain. Well, that was a large hit. I bet that was a big tarpon. I don't know if we get sharks on this side or not. I haven't seen sharks on the Gulf side yet. I look for them. I love seeing the sharks. They're the coolest. So when you lay your anchor, I dropped out about, like I said, I don't know. It was more than 10 feet because my chain is 12 feet with my anchor, and it took rope too. So let's say the water's 20 feet here. Let's say it's 20. They recommend, everywhere I've saw online, of a ratio of at least 5-to-1 to 7-to-1 in normal conditions. This is considered normal conditions. So 5-to-1. If this is 20 feet, then you want to let out 100 feet of rope. Okay? That's going to keep you pulling in a really good steep angle, and that's going to help your chain do its job with the anchor and pulling it into the sand and not pulling it and lifting you out and letting you drift. I've drifted before a long ways. Now, if a storm is coming, they say you want to be about an 8-to-1 ratio, but they also say that you almost can't let out enough. This is only in shallow waters, though. When you get in water over a couple 100 feet, you're probably not going to have enough line to let an anchor down. Not a traditional, so you'll have to go to a sea anchor. And we're going to get one of those here real soon, and we'll go out and we'll test one out for a couple days, see how they operate. I also want to set it in the drogue setup, which is steering with it rather than the rudder. I think we're about good here. That line looks really good. If you notice the steep angle coming to the boat, look how far it goes out before it even gets in the water. That's 15 feet from the pulpit. So let's let it down. Let's see how it drifts to pull us tight. Just check it. Look at that. Look straight up. Look at that. There's that sailboat almost directly in front of us. We're just off the right of him, the right of his starboard side there. We're probably off him maybe 40, 50 feet. Look at that. There goes the line pulling tight in my hand. All right, now, when you get it good and tight and you feel like you're where you want to be, pull your line a little bit, pull yourself back to your anchor, get it tight, and then set it. Set it like you're setting a fish hook, and then come right down where it is. Don't let that slack back out too much, and put it on your cleat. From the far side under, flipping it back over. The last thing you do is put a twist on your rope. Put a twist like this. Hook it on in front of your cleat, that twist, then pull that part. You pull this end, this bite goes underneath. It's not going to come loose of your cleat. Your anchor's not coming off your boat. That's a guarantee right there. That's how you cleat. Everyone cleats this way. Listen to that. We're getting some motion in the ocean. Look, the line's going off our starboard side. So we're getting some drift. Slight drift. No anchor movement. I doubt we're gonna get full drift, like just L drift. I don't think we're gonna get that way. But that, look at that, the way that line goes down, and you can see it stretch way out in the water. That's what you want to see. Those anchor lines that you see going straight down from the bow are useless. Trust me, I've been doing this for almost 3 weeks now, and I have dropped anchor almost 100 times, and I've drifted over a 1/4 mile up into mangroves and all hosed up. Trust me, do your anchor this way, look online. Everybody else is doing it this way too, and it works. I mean, tomorrow we might do a dive down. As soon as I get a GoPro, I'll take you down in the water and we'll dive the anchor and we'll see how it sets in sand, just like you can watch online on other people's channels and shit. But I'll have it on my channel too. And who knows, I might get hooked down there and have to move in. You never know with my crazy antics.